In the bulb there is a flower, in the seed an apple tree, in cocoons a hidden promise, butterflies will soon be free. In the cold and snow of winter there's a spring that waits to be unrevealed until season, something God alone can see. There's a song in every silence, seeking word and melody. There's a dawn in every darkness, bringing hope to you and me. From the past will come future, what it holds a mystery, unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. Something God alone can see.
May 1st, 1917, Harrison and his twin sister Harriet were born. Identical they were not. He would reach 6 feet and she barely 5.
1917, you probably had to get a horse and buggy to go anywhere.
Not if you had some money. You could drive your friends around a 1917 Miller Gordon submarine or an Interstate Model T. When Dad was in his 90s, I would get him to drive me somewhere, just to see if he should be driving. One time he backed into a small parking spot behind Card's hardware store and stole it. We left with the smell of burning rubber, and He didn't even crack a smile. Another time we waited for traffic at the stoplight at Bayview and Elgin Mills. He tried to double clutch his automatic transmission as though he were still truck driving, again with a straight face.
Well, I think he was still a better driver than you.
Yeah, but several years passed until I realized he had the last laugh because he knew exactly what I was doing. Dad married Gladys, better known as Glad, Irene Donor, on April 22nd, 1944. Changes and adjustments now become the norm. From New Dundee to Gormley, from farming to driving trucks and construction equipment. Driver's licenses were easy to get then. Factory worker to real estate agent with sidelines just to fill the time, like maintaining Heisey Hill Cemetery, installing aluminum windows and doors via his own H&G aluminum company, selling and maintaining Electrolux vacuum cleaners, building 2 houses, and the early death of his dear wife in 1988 at 75 years.
I don't know who came up with the idea to have Samoyed dogs and to sell puppies in order to help pay for Dean's schooling at Bible college. Dean was definitely the winner because I don't remember him being around much to look after the dogs, big or little. Yes, the puppies were really cute for the 8 to 10 weeks that we raised them, but I remember that it was Dad and I who did most of the work. Feeding, brushing all that hair, cleaning pens. But Dad, you made sure I had fun with them. Do you remember the cart you made? Chico and Noko would pull me around a track that Carl and Eric Timbers made in the field behind our house. Along with the dogs, I remember having a pet rabbit, ducks, and several cats. Thanks for giving me a love for animals.
Dad, you have lived through war, depression, recession, computerization, religious enlightenment, economic changes that brought industrialization, and so much more. Our world is changing so fast that most of yesterday's solutions are no longer the right answers today. You did not get locked into it, but that's how we've always done it mentality. Yesterday's solutions are not today's solutions, and they are certainly not tomorrow's. You encourage your children and grandchildren to do the best they can in their current cultural setting. Through the many years that you have lived alone, you have done amazing things, including learning what you never much thought about while Mom was alive.
His Journey's Just Begun. Written by Ellen Brenneman, spoken by Darlene. Don't think of him as gone away. His journey's just begun. Life holds so many facets. This earth is only one. Just think of him as resting from the sorrows and the tears in a place of warmth and comfort where there are no days and years. Think how he must be wishing that we could know today how nothing but our sadness can really pass away. And think of him as living in the hearts of those he touched. For nothing loved is ever lost, and he was, and is, and always will be loved so much. We love you, Dad.
to sleep, sing me to sleep. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Sing me to sleep, sing me to sleep, and then leave me alone. Don't try to wake me in the morning, 'cause I will be gone. Don't feel bad for me, I want you to know. Deep in the cell of my heart, I will be so glad to go. Sing me to sleep, sing me to sleep. I don't want to wake up on my own anymore. Sing to me, sing to me. I don't want to wake up on my own anymore. Don't feel bad for me, I want you to know. Deep in the cell of my heart, I really want to go. There is another world. There is a better world. Well, there must be. Well, there must be.
My name's Nathan and I'm 6. My name's Nathan and I'm 6. And you can see that there's a lot of kangaroos behind there. And the grass is very, very green. And we have playgroup over there. And I see the very top tower over there.
Okay, Matthew?
My name's Matthew and I'm 4 years old.
Andrew?
Andrew,
Stop.
how old are you? Say 2.
You're 2 years old. Does anybody remember how old Grandpa is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
I do. 104.
Wow. Matthew, do you remember?
Huh?
Do you remember how old Grandpa is?
104.
Wow. Does anybody remember visiting Grandpa in Canada?
Nah.
You-
So long.
It was so long ago. I know. We wish we could go back sooner, couldn't we?
Mom, kangaroo.
Yeah?
Kangaroo.
Where are the kangaroos, Andrew?
Mommy.
Oh, right over there.
Can you take Hannah? Mom,
And-
decided to follow Jesus.
Happy
Sing so quietly.
to follow Jesus. No turning,
Back.
no turning back. Me, the world behind me, the cross before me, the world behind me, the cross before me, the world behind me. No turning back, no turning back.
You sing.
Who's Grandpa?
Me! I'm a scared kangaroo.
My Jesus, I love thee. I know thou art mine. For thee all the follies of sin I resign. My gracious Redeemer, my Savior art thou. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. I love thee because thou hast first loved me and purchased my pardon on Calvary's tree. I love thee for wearing the thorns on thy brow. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now.
Qui si bas, je t'aime, je
us just now.
I see an unassuming man quietly present, with his particularly pleasant, soft smile and chuckle, with his open tears for Grandma, with his gentle silence and collection of thought, with his ability to adapt and keep adapting, with his gracious acceptance of what needs to be, with his interested openness to new ideas, with his audible joy for his growing family, with his hands that built things that we will keep, with his good-natured dance moves, with his willingness to be the man quietly present.
Some of our favorite memories of spending time with Grandpa are going to eat at Swiss Chalet. Grandpa would play tic-tac-toe with the kids. Caitlin liked to draw pictures for Grandpa. Grandpa often was surprised by how much food Evan would eat. One time, Grandpa got a kiss from a Swiss Chalet waitress on his birthday.
One of many things that Grandpa impressed us with was that he started playing golf in his 70s. He beat us so easily when we went golfing with him.
These are some of our memories of Grandpa. I remember trips to Cullen Gardens with Grandma and Grandpa to see the lights and the flowers at night.
Being in his apartment with him.
Getting to play golf with Grandpa, and he was very good.
All the family gatherings at the Parkview apartment.
Potter's Creek and breaking the piñata.
Making the golf tee game and learning how to solve it.
Phone conversations with deep theological thoughts.
Seeing the CN Tower at his window.
Meeting him for the very first time very late at night when he and Grandma stayed up to meet me.
And when Aiden and I were little, making birthday crowns for him.
Making apple cider.
But mostly I just loved feeling very peaceful in his presence always, and knowing that I was unconditionally loved.
When I think about my grandpa, I remember the times we spent in the motorhome with my grandma and some of my cousins, and just listening to them reminisce about some of their favorite memories and their childhood. And we would often have Fig Newton bars as a snack. And also when my grandpa was closer to 100 years old, Aaron and I went to visit him, and we asked him to think back on his life and just share a piece of wisdom with us. And he told us that he feels the most important thing in life is to just love other people and to really shower them with kindness and love. And that was really special to us because we saw that in the way that he interacted with people, even people from Parkview homes where he lived, just the way they were excited to see him and the conversations that he had with them. It really showed his kindness and love. and my grandpa is a very special man to me, and I'm thankful for the memories that I have with him.
L'Arche Daybreak Community in Richmond Hill brought hope, love, peace, and ever-widening acceptance of humanity for Dad. Age brought more openness and acceptance of others. Such a refreshing stance from an elder. He often spent Friday evenings there. We are so grateful for this community who so faithfully love and support Helen. L'Arche Daybreak in Richmond Hill, Ontario welcomes adults with intellectual disabilities and the assistants who live, work, and learn with them. People are drawn to our community from all over the world seeking a different way of life and bringing with them a wide range of beliefs, backgrounds, and qualifications. Many local friends participate in our community life as volunteers. L'Arche Daybreak is a dynamic example of how people of different intellectual capacity, social origin, and culture can live together. Clara Fischetti, the Dayspring coordinator, has produced a wonderful view of life in the community with videos and interviews.
My dad was a gardener, and I loved him. This is how Helen described Harrison. To those of us in community and with Helen at L'Arche Daybreak, it's clear where Helen got her love of flowers. Helen can often be seen having a conversation with the roses in the vase at the dining room table as she eats her breakfast, or with the tulips as she sips her cup of coffee. She is amongst the many gardeners and mystics throughout history who have known of the intimate relationship between humans and creation. Helen learned from Harrison that his work in the garden was a reflection of his relationship with the divine, with God, our Creator. Saints like Francis of Assisi and mystics like Hildegard of Bingen often recognize that the small daily encounters with the natural world are moments of connecting with the bigger picture, that we are all connected and made in the image of the one who made us. Harrison instilled in Helen a comfort and almost a deep intimacy with the garden. It is where they worked side by side, where Helen felt a sense of belonging, and over time, like the flowers, took root and bloomed like the flowers in the garden. Harrison ensured that this blooming in Helen could continue beyond what he and Gladys could continue to provide. Helen's move to L'Arche Daybreak has been a continuation of the nurturing that began in the Schlichter household. The gardener is always tending to the flowers, helping them to become all that they can become. Harrison took his cues from the Creator, providing for Helen a place that she could call home and become all she is meant to be, where her beauty could radiate and touch the lives of others. Helen has been a gift to many of us who have come to know her. We have Harrison and the Schlichter family to thank for that. Helen reminds us that we all yearn to belong, and that belonging not only includes our friends, family, neighbors, and community, but it includes the trees, the flowers, the sun, and the stars. We are born of nature and are part of nature. We are born into a web of life where each of us belongs and has a place. We are grateful for Harrison's life, for Harrison's faithfulness to Helen, for reminding her and each of us of our place in the universe, and by extension, the love of a Creator who tends to the unique beauty of each of us and who calls us to radiate that beauty to everyone around us.
Yeah, I like this one. I thought of getting some flowers.
Clara brought them for you.
Yeah, Claire did.
Mm-hmm. Are they pretty?
Mm-hmm.
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 They make you happy.
They do. They make me so happy. Happy, happy.
Hello. 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 Wow, wow. What's that? That's to you. Thank you.
What will it be like when my pain is gone and all the worries of this world just fade away? What will it be like when you call my name in that moment when I see you face to face? I'm waiting my whole life to hear you say, well done, my good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done, my beloved child. You have run the race and now you're home. Welcome to the place where you belong. What will it be like when tears are washed away and every broken thing will finally be made whole? What will it be like when I come into your glory, standing in the presence of a love so beautiful? I'm waiting my whole life for that day. I will live my life to hear you say, well done, my good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done, my beloved child. You have run the race and now you're home. Welcome to the place where you belong. What will it be like when I hear that sound? All of heaven's angels crying out, singing holy, holy, holy are you, Lord. Singing holy, holy, holy are you, Lord. Singing holy, holy are you, Lord. Waiting my whole life for that day. Until then I'll live to hear you say, well done, my good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done, my beloved child. You have run the race and now you're home. Welcome to the place
We are thankful to Diane, who gave herself to care for Dad for so many years, and to Tapio, who supported her so well. For grandchildren who shared great memories. To Lars for providing their facilities, adding so much support in the grieving process. For Buckingham Manor and all the palliative care team. Often during his last days, Dad would mention his twin sister and how happy he would be to see her again. Perhaps there is something unique about being twinned. I can imagine Dad wondering, what will a reunion of twins be like? Even so, I'm sure it will be a glad day.